Yeah, this is my bedroom floor that I mentioned in a couple parts previous of how I've been reworking my master bedroom. And this is the wear that I didn't know what I was going to do with, so I decided to just attempt to sand this out. Larissa Prodigal Pieces here, inviting you to sign up for my free email newsletter. Comes right to your inbox, no strings attached. You can sign up at the top of the blog at the bottom and just making you part of the family so we can stay in touch. Lula is ever lovingly got her little toy Seeds. There's a story to that. But she is always with me, always watching, always my buddy. Seeds came with her when we got her through rescue, and we just found another one in the thrift store, and she's in heaven.
Okay, I mentioned this in my one video before bedroom, and then I painted and so on. Did the light fixture, did all the fixing up in the attic. I've shared in that in my other life update posts, but sanding this off and just doing some light figuring out. I cannot redo these floors again from the original refinishing. They were moved in. There was carpet. Carpet stayed for a few years, was nasty. Whoever put it down before I was in here glued it to the wood floor and removed the finish, refinished and sanded and stained and polyed, and they cannot be done again. So my choice is to try to refinish again, which I'm not going to do because the floor in general is in good shape. It's just these spots where there was a bed frame and other furniture being scooted across the floor. So I'm going to paint a rug. I'm not going to put carpet down. I don't like carpet. I don't want a regular rug. I don't want to have to vacuum. I like being barefoot. I like feeling wood floors. So I'm going to paint a rug, and that'll do the fix for now because whoever will end up in here eventually will either figure out they want to remove the rug, they can repaint it, they can refinish or restore the floor or redo the floors totally, like as in new hardwood. But we're in a 1952 home with original hardwoods, and I'm doing the best I can. What do you think, Leila? What do you think? Mama paint again? Thought I was done, but so you can see I've marked off some tape spots. It's roughly going to be a 6x8 rug-ish style, and I'm not afraid to do this. I've actually been wanting to do it in my living room because those floors need redone, but those need done in more ways than one. So this is what I'm dealing with. Here we go.
I just want to add here that I am prepping or lightly sanded and I'm cleaning off with some rubbing alcohol just to get rid of any residue. But normal me would definitely take my Bin Zinsser primer and lay that down and let it cure. But because the floor is so rough, I feel like I've got enough tooth there that I can go ahead and start painting with my priming paint. And if I need to touch up, I can. I'm going for a distressed look, so I'm not going to be extremely picky when it comes to getting this on here and wear and tear. Like I said, I might eventually take it all the way off. Who knows?
That burns a little already. This is so stinking hard, where are you?
As you can see, I'm taping off, making the rug that I'm going to be rolling here pretty soon. And the tape was great, but you still have to kind of have a finesse with it. Some use different tricks to make a nice clean line. I just have learned through the process over the years of how to just be careful with how I roll and how I go over the tape and how thick I make it and so on. But some people use a clear poly to do the edge so that you get a crisp line. I find it works just as well the tricks I use.
Why is this? Okay. What do you think? Is this a dumb idea?
Okay.
Apparently Lula just wants to oversee everything and tell us what to do, but I'm thankful for my helper here because, like you hear me mention in the video, that was pretty hard to do this with the vertigo I'm dealing with. Everything's swaying, but I think I got a good line. As soon as I get this tape on, I'm going to be using microfoam roller that you can see how I've used in my blog posts to get really nice finishes on tabletops and stuff that I know it's going to receive a lot of wear. It doesn't create a lot of bubbles if you run it smooth and slow. And I'm going to be using that same color that I use in the upper part of the wall called Swan Wing. It's a creamy white, a muted white of sorts, be soothing, and then be layering on top of that.
I can't watch you and do this at the same time.
Just like when I'm painting walls, I do it in sections, and then when I get two sections, I blend it together without really much pressure, just so they get nice smooth lines. Because when you walk into a room, whether it's on the wall or the floor, you're going to see those lap marks. And I learned that working on Paint Crew a long time ago. I was coveted for the way I did rolling because I knew how to blend it really well, and this always works for me. Once I get this first coat on and follow manufacturer instructions for this, it's 2 hours to cure. I might let it go a little longer. Then I will do a second coat and move on from there.
There we go. Okay, first coat is done. I'm gonna go work out and wait a few hours before I do a second coat. I've even got to go back out to the garden, finish my upright stakes for pairing, but to keep the pets off of this is gonna be the goal, and we'll do a design, figure that out later. Yay.
After some deliberation, I really have always loved checkerboard floors, even the Harlequin pattern. I've done it on furniture, and I wanted to just do a simple rug that would blend with the walls and the style, and also be something that goes with anything. So I'm using this hardboard stencil, if you will, that I had cut years ago when I used to make pillows and sell them in my online store. So I have this, it's a perfect square, and I figured, why not? So I'm just measuring and marking, finding center. Whenever you do a pattern like this, or you're laying tile down on the floor, you want to start in the center so everything looks symmetrical. You also want to stand in the doorway or wherever you're going to be entering the room and kind of figure out which angle do you want to place it at, because it can cause flow and depth or just kind of mess up the view too. So really take a moment, step back, and assess. In addition to measuring from sides and whatnot, I'm also using the lines in the hardwood floor to help me gauge, just so that I'm on point as much as possible. Again, I'm not going for perfection, but I honestly didn't really have any errors with this, so that was actually really simple and nice to do. For this part, I'm using the same color that I used on the window trim, just applying one coat with a brush. Could use a roller, tape it off and all that, but there's no way I wanted to mess around with that. I just want to get it done. Again, rustic, and I have a fairly good hand to get straight lines, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But again, one coat so I can have a little bit of wear showing the pattern kind of through, like seeing the wood slats of the hardwood floors as well as my brush strokes, just kind of giving it a more textured appeal. And I gotta just say that if you want a back or glute or hamstring workout, this is for you.
Okay, the first coat of that tan color is done, and I don't think I'm going to do a second coat because I do want it to be a worn effect. I don't want it to be perfect. So me with my vertigo trying to do these straight lines is interesting, but I think I did pretty good. Thinking about what else I'm going to do here. Just mulling it over and letting it cure as I just scheme and plan. Okay, so I wanted to add a little like motif basically, and I thought originally I would want it something to be simple, obviously less work the better, and like that, and then I would rotate it on the other direction, right? But now I'm thinking I kind of like this one better. What do you think? Leave the squares, the checkerboard, or add the floral? I just think with all the lines going up, the lines in the ceiling, this is the only non-line thing in the room. Everything is rectangular, very geometric, which obviously that's geometric, but it's breaking it up. So I think I want to do that to kind of tone it down. Question is, if I do it, what color?
Okay, so as I mentioned, I really debated on the little accent there, but decided with wanting to keep the room super neutral, I'm just going to add my poly top coat. This is a flooring satin top coat that we used to originally do the floors. And I had the can left over, so I'm just going to be putting that on there after I make sure all the Lula hair and cat hair is gone. Again, sealing it, and I do 2 coats. So this is a poly top coat. In my house, I have used Waterlox before, which is a marine grade top coat that works very well on my reclaimed wood countertops. Have used a pre-catalyzed lacquer, and just consider that these things might amber in time, turn a yellowish color. What's nice about this microfoam roller is, again, it doesn't give you the air bubbles that a regular roller would do, and it gives a nice smooth finish, allowing just the poly to level out on its own. And again, doing those sections and then rolling the whole section over with a light coat. It's time to move out of this closet, y'all. It's my bedroom. Been in there for almost 2.5 years. Mixed emotions, but it's time to do this. I bought this twin mattress again when I moved in there, and I've had it. I'm just going to keep using it because I'm not at that point where I'm going to buy another bed and bedding. I've got more important things to take care of, and I have a bed. I'm happy now to get used to being in here because there's different aspects about not liking being in here. Divorce is hard. Processing that I was raised by a narcissist parent is, in a way, much, much harder because it led me to that divorce. But I'm healing, moving forward, and just trying to focus on what's ahead.
Well, I'm in. I know I
I look great. It's been raining. Just took the dog for a walk. I lifted today, so feeling good. Hair day is tomorrow, but I have a long track meet to go to, so I'm not sure. I might just pluck on a hat. But I'm in here, and how do I feel about it? Mixed emotions. I won't say I'm excited, but it's time. I need to take this next step. Lula will be coming in here with me because she won't know what to do if she's not by me. She has only ever slept in that closet. So this will be a different for her adjustment. I can actually lock the cats out, which will be a bonus. I don't have to hear them crunching food at 1:30 in the morning, or I've been knocking stuff off to get me out of bed off the counter. Hopefully everything adjusts well. I'll still have to get used to actually having windows, which I like the dark. I like the security feeling of it. And neighbor noises, the driveway of the neighbor is right there. And then the kids back here. It's been nice to have that quiet. At the same time, I'll be honest, when I went into that closet, which we call the closet, it's more like a mudroom. We've always called it a closet. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe at that time, I'm now 47, almost 48. I was like, I'm a 45, almost 45-year-old at the time, sleeping on the floor of my closet. And what's crazy, I never thought I would be at that point. I have a friend who's doing similar, and she's been doing it for longer than I have, for about 3 years. I ache for her. Her and I have such similar stories. I've known her almost all my life. And we do these things to cause ourselves to have peace, to have a moment to ourselves, to be apart, trying to figure out life, trying to figure out these dynamics with marriage, with being a parent, with being a child of parents that don't have their best for you. So this awaits. Again, I did this to fix the room, to finish it off, to make it more my own, but also just and take the next step forward, even if I sell or stay. Here I am. So stay tuned for new things coming up, because I've been working on more. Is that good bed? You gonna go night-night? You wanna go night-night? What does that look for? Those eyes. Are you upset?